I was standing at the funeral of my teaching career. And I couldn't tell you what the teaching career looked like in the coffin, but I saw the coffin being lowered into the ground and I knew it was my teaching career. And so I woke up and I said, well, that was a really clear message from the Lord. And I said to Cory, I'm ready to do it. And I think it was
I said yes.
Day. Yeah, that day we submitted my resignation to the school board and we started on this adventure.
I'm Cory Torgerson. My wife is Nadine, and we together run a surgical clinic called Sovereign MD. You know, for me, my dream started young. It started in high school, and I remember having this moment where I said, I want to be a plastic surgeon. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't really know what that involved, but I knew that's what I wanted to be. And my journey through school was very circuitous and winding, and I did a little this and a little that and a little this, and made my way to medical school and then residency. And there was an opportunity again to get involved in facial plastic surgery, but I kept it very much under the cover. You know, cancer was the only thing that was valid, but I struggled. I really struggled with, you know, basically coming into alignment with that dream, because it was more about what other people thought as to what I really wanted. I remember it was just before or just as I had met Nadine and I had this moment with God. And I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna hide this anymore. I really love this. I'm really interested in this. And this is what I want to do in my life. And I knew that I didn't have the resources to put something big like this together. At that time, Nadine was a vice principal school teacher, and she thought, well, that's interesting.
I was open to the idea, which was that Cory wanted to open up his own surgery center where he could operate, and we had nothing at that time, but it was a dream, and I said, I'm willing to do it, but I need God to speak to me first for me to leave my career. I was doing well in it, I was advancing in it. And so we really took a summer to pray, and teachers have the summer off, so it was ideal. And we started praying, and I said, Lord, I just want to hear so clearly from you that this is the step that you want me to take. And so one night I had a dream, and I was standing at the funeral of my teaching career. And I couldn't tell you what the teaching career looked like in the coffin, but I saw the coffin being lowered into the ground and I knew it was my teaching career. And so I woke up and I said, well, that was a really clear message from the Lord. And I said to Cory, I'm ready to do it. And I think it was
I said yes.
Day. Yeah, that day we submitted my resignation to the school board and we started on this adventure.
We decided together that we were gonna do something really crazy and open up our own surgery center just out of training. So nobody had ever done this before in Canada, in Toronto. It was a little bit gutsy thing to do. But we knew it was going to be the right move. We went to the bank, and this was in 2008 in the summertime, just about ready to fall. We were asking for a lot of money to open up a surgery center. And we just had supernatural favor with this bank manager, and he said, yes, go find a place. We're gonna help you with your dream. We're gonna help you to open it up.
We know that that was a God moment of confirmation that this was the right step, because both of us were hardworking, our families were hardworking, but neither of us came from money. And so this was a dream where it was like, God, if you want us to do this, the bank is gonna have to help us take that first step. And so we happened to be aligned to this bank manager, which was amazing, and he understood our position, having had his daughter in medical school. And he's really the one that went to bat for us and opened that door. And amazingly enough, 2 weeks later, the crash of 2008 happened. It happened 2 weeks after we had signed our loan documents. And I can promise you, we would have never got the loan we got to build a surgery center and create our dream if we had applied, just those few weeks later after this crash. So we saw God's timing in everything, and we were so grateful.
Yeah. For us, a lot of the journey has been, I have a destiny and a future for you guys, and it's bigger than you think. And I just need to grow up your dreamers a little bit to start dreaming bigger for the things that I want you to possess, And so for us, I think this journey has grown up our dreamers a little bit. I feel like when you say yes to God, He allows you and advances you to higher places, to big places. And it's really about us, coming into alignment with that. Our destinies and our design is not for small things, it's the people of God. God's called us to operate in certain people, especially at big levels, to be able to be world changers. And we need to think about that. Are we a world changer? And so I feel like we're world changers, and then we need to begin to think that and take on that mantle. And that means that our choices and our decisions need to be focused towards big things, God things, not small dreams, big dreams.
And I think some of the people who have felt like they've heard from the Lord and feel like they have a clear path for their life are kind of torn between the Christian culture that we have and what they've heard God say. What I mean by that is that a lot of people feel like they've heard a calling to go into business or to do something that sounds more secular, but they think that the only thing that's legitimate is to work in a church or in a church setting or some kind of organization that's parachurch. And that's not the case. If you look at biblical examples of Abraham or Lydia in the Bible, they were business people. And so God has tons of career choices that He could put you in where you could be a world changer and make a difference. And I think that a lot of people have to let go of that idea and that concept that they're only legitimate or their work is only kingdom if it's in the church. The kingdom is everywhere, and it can be in the marketplace too.